Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all genomaniacs, please welcome the man who can solemnly swear he's up to no good, Gino DeVille.
Good morning world. I am Gino's not here, so I will be hosting the show today. My name is Sennheiser Bear. Good evening. Wait, hello. It's me. Hello. Good morning world, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Awesome to see you. I am the one and only G. Now then, before we start, I'd like to, Jay, good morning. Come to the stage. Let me say good morning properly. As we do.
Hey,
hello,
my crazy brother from another mother. You can see you can see. Look, we even dress alike. Look at this. It's just too cool to be cool.
Black, you know, brings out the color in the eyes. Hey, do you notice something different about my hair?
It looks still like the same fake hair you had before. I need to do this thing you're doing. What is that?
Fake hair. Fake hair. How rude. You mean you don't notice? Wow. I've had it tinted. Look, that was the last one.
It's a different one.
It's a totally different one. I've had it.
Oh, so you got one to
wow.
send me. So
So
that's
rude.
the tribble. So the one is the tribble, and the other one is the, I don't know what you got going on now.
Wow. Now I know how females, how our ladies act and how they feel. Darling,
Exactly.
you notice
So
something
catty.
different?
Oh.
So anyway, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing great. Man, what a week it's been, huh? Whoa.
Hasn't it just? So let me just start by saying, for those of you out there, and I've given you a collective name now. I've called you Reelers. Ooh, how cool is that? Reelers, yeah, man. So for those of you that have jumped on board on the Get Real project, well, all we can say is thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying it. The response has just been off the chain, wheelie, unbelievable. The comments, the reviews that are out have been absolutely spectacular. So, wow. Well, so Jay, I mean, congratulations to you, dude.
Yeah, well, we it's one thing to talk the talk. We got to walk the walk. So,
Mm,
we got to produce the highest quality product we can. We're serving the magic community. We're, all the things we talk about. And yeah, it's a
absolutely.
good start. We're
Yeah,
off. This is a good launch of this, the very first
very
Academy of
much so.
Illusions download, as
Very much
well as
so.
the partnership with DeVille. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we got to ante up and do
It's
it right.
It's all going very good, yes. So now, what we will do during this show, we will play a clip, possibly a couple of clips of the performances from Get Real, just in case anybody has been living under a stone for the last couple of weeks and they have no idea what we're talking about, because we have been kind of pushing it rather heavily. So what's on the show today? Oh, yes, the big one for today is the announcement of, hold on to your hair, dun dun dun, the one and only OMC. Oh, I flattened it.
Woo, woo,
um,
woo, woo, woo.
yes, we are announcing the OMC. That's the big one this week. And what is the OMC? Well, I'll tell you in just a moment. That's on this week. I've got a great little bit of magic for you later, Jay, which I shall be doing for you on air live. I got a story from life, as it were, from Gino's life in the show. But this week is pretty much dedicated to the OMC. So, before we run the B-roll reel introduction video for the first time anywhere ever, what is the OMC? Myself and Jay, of course, and many of my friends, the one thing that annoys us in magic is I don't want to be rude to anybody watching, but sometimes the lack of creativity in magic. It's too easy to go out, buy a trick from a bricks and mortar or nowadays from a web store, and get it, and then just literally follow the online instructions or the paper written instructions and do it that way. Giving a typical case in question, one of the biggest classic sellers of magic ever, of course, is the Invisible Deck. It comes with a written sheet, and pretty much, I would say, maybe 80% of people tend to do it just the way off the paper that it's done. Now, of course, the Invisible Deck, anyone that's ever done it knows how strong it is, knows how mind-blowing it is for a lay audience. So what would make it even better is if people put their own spin on it. So with that said, that's what the OMC is all about. The OMC stands for Original Magic Contest. Yes, we are holding a DeVille Magic online video magic contest, the OMC. Now, it's really, really simple to enter. It's completely free. We're not doing this to make any money in any way. There's no nefarious reasons. This is purely in my, Gino DeVille, and of course, J. Scott Berry, our mindset of these projects is to push magic forward. It's completely free to enter. The rules are so simple. A 2.5 maximum minute video of a trick or an effect posted to the DeVille Magic Facebook page will be judged by 3 superstar judges. We have, of course, the one and only FISM winner, J. Scott Berry. Thank you, Jay, once again from the bottom of my heart for agreeing to judge this, because this is extra work for all of us. Our second superstar judge, we have a legend in magic out of Asia by the name of Albert Tam, better known as Mr. Magic. Now, Albert has been in magic all his life. He's studied with some of the grandmasters out of Japan. I mean, his pedigree is wow. He is an official FISM judge, which, if you don't know what that means, is Jay is a former FISM winner, which means that he was a world champion. FISM is our Olympics. If you don't know what FISM is, every 3 years it's hosted and it's our Olympics. Jay, back in the day, was a FISM winner, which means that he is a world champion performer of magic. Albert Tam is an official FISM judge, which means that he is rated high enough, knowing enough about our art to be able to judge it. Our third superstar judge is the young buck in the mix. His name is Vian Vandenberg out of South Africa. He's a young social media megastar. He's in the top 100 TikTokers in the world. He's got nearly 15 million followers on TikTok. Now, whether you like social media magic or you don't, it doesn't matter. That medium is very much here to stay, and he really has got it right in that platform. He is, like I say, he's a young guy and he's making so much money, which is not the be all or end all, but he's living the dream. You know, he is performing at a young age in that medium, and it's making him a very, very good living. So without any shadow of a doubt, he is incredibly successful. He is also one of our judges. We also have the People's Choice, which is the fourth, the judge. But that, to make things fair, that will only count for 10% of the score. So I'm babbling, chucking loads of information out. I'm going to run you the official OMC video right now so you'll know what it's all about. So enjoy. And there you go. That is the
Woo-hoo!
first time.
Woo-hoo! Oh,
Yay.
yeah.
So this is going to be super, super exciting. So now you've seen the intro video, introduction video. Now we can start sort of breaking it down a little bit. Jay, welcome back to the stage. So basically, the concept of the OMC is reality. Trust me when I video that is simple in execution, or an effect, I should say, a trick that is simple in execution but high in creativity and originality, will score far, far higher than something that is just mainstream, off the shelf, seen it 100 times, but incredibly technically difficult. So this is what the judges are looking for. You will be scored much higher on something that's original. Jay, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? I know I've said it pretty much, but
well, there's always just the basic wow factor. I mean, anytime you're judging, whether it's a live or internet, you know, as you say, we've sort of seen it all. So it's got to be something that's like, wow. And that has to do with character, it has to do with performance, presentation. So the originality doesn't have to exclusively be in the effect. It's how the entire presentation of it, a different style character, a nice something, a script that it's like, wow, what a cool idea to mix this and that. Taking a classic effect, and it's what I always do. You say, take a classic effect, rework it. Say, well, let's take the best of what that, and it's like, and then people go, wow, why didn't we think of that? So it's like you almost jump ahead in some ways and present what everyone should be thinking anyway as progressive creators. So yeah, I'm
Absolutely.
excited.
Yeah,
Anything we can do to put just inspire the creativity in all generations.
absolutely.
It's not just sort of, we're not just saying, oh, the younger guys can enter. I mean, that's the cool thing about magic. We could
No.
have a 70-year-old winner who comes on and blows our minds out.
Well,
wow, why not?
absolutely. Well, this is what the beauty of this is, because, magic itself as an art form is not governed just by working professionals. Obviously, working professionals tend to get more, how do I say, screen time because we're out doing shows. So therefore, that's how people know about it. But there are so many, and using the terms that people like Vernon used to use, the enthusiastic amateurs, well, some of the best magicians ever have not been professional performers, and it's only through maybe their publications or people seeing them at conventions pre-internet days that anyone ever got to know about them. I mean, your old dear friend, and actually he's one person in the business that I only had the pleasure of meeting once, Dean Dill. Now, my goodness, what a magical mind that one gentleman had. But he was a barber.
Oh, and he was as good or better than the vast kind of the range of pros.
Absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
we could sort of do a whole showcase and talk about Dean, and we just what an
Oh,
extraordinary man, and
incredible stuff.
as a
Incredible.
performer,
Yeah.
second to none. It's like amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the thing. Now, of course, nowadays with the advent of the technology, all you need is a cell phone to record your video. The quality that comes out of it is incredible. So it can be an enthusiastic amateur, a hobbyist. It matters not. Anyone can enter and anyone can win. Again, this is 100% free to enter. There is no alternative gain here from any of us except in the pursuit of pushing magic forward. And as a thank you back for that, we've compiled a prize list that is pretty spectacular. So we will run the intro video later, and that intro video now will be posted across Facebook. So it's going to be come back to all the information is now available on the DeVille Magic Facebook page and the DeVilleMagic.net site. So all the information there, the criteria, the judging criteria, it's all up online now. But let's just look at the prize list because it is pretty spectacular. So from us at DeVilleMagic.net straight away, we're giving $200 worth of downloads. Now, as anyone that's been to the site knows, that our downloads, we're not trying to rape the magic community in any way. We're trying to put out quality for fair price. So our downloads are literally 10, 15, maximum $20. So $200 worth of products will get you an awful lot of products off our shelves. That's number one. Number two, Jay has very, very kindly offered to give 5 hours of mentoring to the winner. There will only be one winner. That's the thing. Winner take all. We're not doing first, seconds, or thirds or anything else because we do hope if we get a good response on this, we are going to run it regularly. So, Jay, 5 hours of one-to-one mentoring. Now, what does that actually mean? That means that you and J. Scott Berry will be on a Zoom at Jay's, in Jay's Zoom, and you will be mentored in basically anything that you two decide to discuss. If you want help with a manipulation routine, there's no one. In our business, there is no one better than a former world champion because it's not just about the magic, it's about the mindset of magic. and you don't get to be that level without the right mindset.
Well, one of the
Really.
things I do is even as a mentor, it's not about impressing my style or my effect or anything on someone. It's just the opposite. It's saying, all right, here's all these foundation techniques. Let's create something original to you, which is exactly the point of the contest. So it's just, whoever wins is already in that mindset. And it's like, say, all
Yes.
right, let's create signature routines that are going to establish, an anchor point in time that say, here's when this was created. That's how we shape the art.
Indeed, indeed. So that is alone is absolutely fabulous. And once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving your time for that, Jay. That's absolutely awesome.
No worries.
So now number three prize. Wow, this is kind of a big deal in the modern age that we're living in. Our dear friend and one of our judges, Vien from South Africa, as I say, he is a social media superstar now. Nearly 15 million viewers on TikTok. He's got 1 million followers, followers, not viewers, followers on TikTok. He's got 1 million followers on Instagram. I mean, this kid is, I say kid, and that's so disrespectful because he's 23, 24 now. But this young gentleman is the absolute real deal of success within the social media world. He has very, very kindly agreed to share the winning video right across his social media network. So what exactly does that mean? It means that you have for example, if you have your own TikTok account, if you have your own Instagram account, instantly, so if you follow social media at all, and you do this, you know how difficult it is to get followers. You know how difficult it is to get likes. And it's a real hard struggle. I mean, I myself am quite successful over here in China on social media, and I work really hard for it. Well, Vien, at the click of a button, will share your winning video right across his social media network. So that means that instantly, more than 16 million viewers will be blasted by your winning video. And so you should see a following rate on your own social media. Literally do that, bosh. Overnight, you should go from whatever you are now to masses, absolute masses, because Vien will push your winning video. So that is, especially nowadays, that is huge. For anyone to do that is pretty special, really, because everybody works very hard.
That's amazing. Really,
it really
is.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate
really
modern prize. Forget the money.
It is. I mean, it sounds like nothing.
Across television for 20, 30 million people, just instantly.
It does. It sounds like nothing. It sounds like nothing, but in our industry, it would be equal, going back a few years, it would be equal to, say, DC, David Copperfield, doing your trick on his HBO special and naming it and saying this was created by blah, 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 blah. I mean, wow. Can you imagine? I mean, dear old Timothy Wenk, who created Misled, that great pencil through bill effect that David did back on his special. I mean, that has just become a legend of magic, that effect, a classic of magic. Because DC did it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an amazing effect, and Timothy's a great guy and a great creator. But that just took a great effect from here to here. I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And this is what will happen with this share. It's going to be awesome. Now, that's not the end of it, though. No. So, for those of you that are active on the Magic Facebook groups, you may be familiar with a gentleman by the name of Ari Phillips. To be honest with you, he's a dear friend, but I'm not actually sure how you're supposed to say his name. It's AIR. So there's a huge push. AIR Phillips. Ari? I guess Ari, yeah. Ari comes from a long line, great magician, great performer, but he also comes from a long line of very, very high quality leather crafters. So during the pandemic, we've all had to kind of like race off and look at other areas and other angles and stuff to do. So he has started Grum handcrafted leather goods. And this stuff is wow. I mean, we are talking the Ferraris of magic leatherwork. We're talking like the Gucci's of magical creations. This stuff is unbelievable. He has very, very kindly agreed to donate a product. We're not telling you what it is because it's a surprise. So you will get a magical gimmick, gift, product, whatever, if you will, from Harry at Grum Leathercrafts. But that's not all. No, 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 no. Now, for those of you in the magic world who know your magical history of props and things, one prop that is very highly sought after are cups and balls. There are many cups on the market, but one of the absolute premium cups that sell for hundreds of dollars are made by a gentleman in the UK called Gary Animal. Years ago, Gary created 3 sets of cups: the Gazzo Cup, the Street Devils, and the Animal Cups. They are slightly different in design, but these things was hand spun out of copper by Gary Animal, and now they haven't been made for years. Gary sold the rights to ring and things, and even though they are wonderful, they're made to the same specifications. They're not hand spun by Gary Animal. Gary is a very dear friend of mine. We've known each other for years and years and years. He has also agreed to donate a product. Now, Gary also makes other things. He makes the most amazing wands. He makes the most amazing busking pouches. So he is also donating a prize. What will it be? Well, I know, but I'm not going to tell anybody yet. But it's absolutely spectacular. So the prize pack is huge. How do you win? Simple. Upload a video that's no longer than 2.5 minutes to the DeVille Magic Facebook page. It will be judged by our 3 judges, and the cutoff date, by the way, is the 20th of December 2021. So you've got plenty of time. It's only the 28th of October now, so there's a good six weeks to get your entry in. The winner will be announced on Facebook on the 1st of January 2022. So that 20th time gives our judges 10 days to put the judging in. Now, each judge, Albert Tam, Mr. Magic, J. Scott Berry, and Vien Vandenberg, have responsibility, if you will, of 30% each of the judging. They will have 30% worth of the marks. The other 10% is via Facebook likes on that video on the official DeVille Magic Facebook page only. We do not want, there's been a few other magic contests run over the last couple of years, and there has been some indiscrepancies. Somebody may have 1 million followers and somebody's got 1,000 followers, and so their likes are way higher, and it put people way over the top. That's not fair. So only 10% of the grand total of marks for any video entry can be done by likes, but you can get up to 10%. If your video has got thousands and thousands of likes, then you're going to get a very high mark in that last 10%. Jay, if I can invite you back to the stage now. Hello.
Indeed. And let me just take a quick second, but pause
Yes,
you just
please.
for a second. In fact, I'll take the spotlight off just a second so you can sort of have a drink. Yeah, give yourself. I'm going to say a quick shout out. I'm watching the Facebook feed as as Gino's yapping away. The genomaniacs, I think that was it. The genomaniacs today. I'll count myself among those. We got Daryl Sprout. He's asking a couple of things, sort of just entry deadline. You've answered that. John, I think it's Zenkowicz. That's my best guess. Yeah, Zenkowicz. Awesome. Good. Thanks for joining us here. Daryl, there we go. I can see it a little larger that way. Yeah, that looks like that's it. John, good to see you. All right, excellent. Daryl Sprout, there he is again. We got Spike, of course, our wolf wizard. So a handful of people. We've also got, where was it? It was Spike. And then also, I've lost, there, Braden Daniels. So shout out to Braden. Good. Thanks for just checking in on this. We'll bring Gino right back up. I think we've answered those initial questions. Let's just keep rocking.
Oh, yes. Right then. So, like I say, there's an awful lot of information to chuck at you, and I know I'm just blabbering on, but all the information is written down. It's at the moment, we're going to post the video right across Facebook, so it will pop up in your feeds all over the place. But for full details, it's on the devillemagic.net website under the OMC, and also on the official DeVille Magic Facebook page. So it's really, really simple. A creative video of no longer than 2.5 minutes, uploaded, and then you sit back and that's it. That's it. We'll do the rest. That's it.
Sounds great. I think it's a good timeline too. As you said, enough time for people to think, get it ready.
Yep.
Yeah, all good. I mean, it's all for the service in service of the art. So, bravo.
Indeed. Right. With that said, we will run the intro video once again near the end of the show, just to get things rolling. I've got something rather special to show you, Jay, if I may.
Okay.
Because, so Jay, do you call yourself a magician? Do you call yourself a magician? Well,
At
world,
times I've been guilty as charged.
Let's find out. Have you got a deck of cards?
Well, I just happen to have a brand new set of Elite.
Ooh, so you're
just
a real
unpackaged,
magician.
all for you, sweetie.
No. How many times have we been out and it's like, so what do you do for a living? I'm a magician. Show us a trick.
Show us a trick.
It's the old adage. Right, so Jay.
I like it because it gets me 2 more nice jokers. I like the Elite ones.
Yeah, we can get rid of the jokers.
Oh, yeah. It gives me the double back. It gives me, it's all right. So we are all good.
Okay, that's cool. So now, what I'd like you to do is, I've been working on a technique. But I'm going to ask you to do a couple of, a couple of moves. So you're going to have to follow along carefully because once again, we are on camera. So first of all, you see, you're 1 step ahead. There's the principle of magic. You're 1 step ahead. I was going to ask you to shuffle the deck, but you've already done it.
We have 4 times pharaohed. We are all good.
Right, so now just to make sure that there's no stack going on there, because you just fin-job farrowing all the time, can you give that deck a proper shuffle? Just give it a nice, oh, there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Right.
Overhand.
Now, hold the deck down on your left hand if you would be so kind. Now, what I've been working on, everybody knows about stacks and memorizations and everything else, but I've been working on a new technique on how to memorize an entire deck. So what I need you to do, Jay, for me, is just bring the cards up towards the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just push off. Let me show you first. Just push off and thumb through the deck and let me memorize it. So now while we do that, because it does get a little bit boring for other people, okay, I would like you to sing one of your lovely songs just as you do it. And I would attempt to memorize that whole deck. And go.
I'm being swallowed by
Okay, hang on a second, please. Hang on a second. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I've got to get myself into the right mind frame here.
Okay.
So I've actually made I've made a special additive to help me on this. I'm sorry. I didn't have my glasses on, so now I can really see. Okay, can we go again? Yeah, nice and slowly.
I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. And I don't like it very much.
Fantastic. I'm not so sure about the song, mind you. Okay, whatever you do, do not shuffle that deck now. Place them face down in the left hand like so. Now, I'm going to attempt something. So I'm just going to make a little bit of a prediction first, one moment. And I'm going to take this prediction and just put it there in plain sight. Now, what I need you to do, I can take away the memorization glasses now. What I need you to do is just dribble. Now, hold on. Let me show you first. Dribble down the deck more than half a pack using what I call the cow pat drop.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then just
More
stop
than half,
after about
just
halfway.
more than half the deck, and then stop whenever you like.
Okay.
Okay, you happy about that? Okay.
I am.
Just so we can't mess up that number, what I'd like you to do is that stack in the right hand, turn it face up and drop it down onto top of the left pack. No, turn it face up. Yeah.
Got it.
Great. Yep, drop it down. Super. Now, we're going to do exactly the same thing again, but this time, do less than half a deck.
Okay.
Okay, off you go. Okay, fabulous. Once again, to remember the amount, it's okay, it's okay. Now,
I lost a couple.
it's okay. Okay, do
enough
you want
with
to pick
this?
that card up? Yeah, pick up the card you
There's
just
two.
dropped.
Yeah, the two came off the top. I'll put those back right where they were.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So realistically
Watching the
speaking,
camera.
okay, just drop that back on there. You put it on the top, yeah?
I haven't yet. That was the
No,
drop.
have you put that card that fell off the floor on the top of the deck, yes?
Yes, it was two of them. They're back on the top of there.
Okay, are they in the same order as they were? Because remember, I've tried to memorize the whole stack.
Well, we got 50-50 chance on that one.
Yeah, indeed we have. Indeed we have. Okay, so turn over that set and put it on, yeah?
Now turn that and put it back on.
Yes. Yes,
Gotcha.
indeed. Great.
Okay.
Now, so what you've done is you've dropped two fixed stacks. Now, I have no idea if this is going to work yet because you dropped cards on the floor. Oh, my goodness.
Buggered it all up.
What I'd like you to do, is push through those face-up cards to the first face-down card and then stop. Okay, that one there. Yes?
Uh-huh.
Take
Yes.
out that card
Okay. Do I show it yet?
because I think that I was able to judge the amount of cards that were being dropped as I was memorizing it. So, can you please reveal the card that was stopped at? Ooh, this was the card I predicted earlier on.
Oh.
Wow! And you nearly buggered it up. Oh my God. Oh, I'm flapping here now. The glasses work. Yay!
Woo. Hey. And it all
Wow.
cleans up. Very cool.
Yes, I say that's a little something that I've been working on, which actually I'm going to put into a new project because it uses a rather cool little technique of mine. So,
Very
So
clever.
there
It's
we
a
are.
good online effect. I mean, unless you get some
Indeed.
idiot who's going to drop the card.
yeah. Luckily, there's no world magic champions around to do it when you need one. You know. Alrighty,
Okay, so we've got Daryl's shouting out Daryl classic song. He likes. I sang that for you, Daryl. I was hoping you'd appreciate that. The snake song for our
What on
snake
earth
fans.
was that all about? I want to be eaten by a boa constrictor. That's horrible.
You don't know that one?
I'm from London, sir. We don't
You know.
have boas in
so
London.
Spike is asking
Yeah.
to please post a link to the TikTok site and the Grum Leather. So we'll put that up on your page or put on the Academy Illusions page or something. So yeah, we'll definitely get all those links out to you. Thanks, Spike.
We'll put
And
all
I'll make
those
sure you
links
get them
up,
personally
actually.
as well. But yeah, we'll get a kind of general stuff. We'll get that after this program.
Superty doopity. Yeah, we'll get all those links up. So if you have just tuned in, today's show is pretty much about the OMC. I won't rabbit all the way through it again. The OMC, the original magic contest. We are running a very, very groovy online magic competition. It's free to enter. Anyone can enter and anyone can win. The criteria for you, the entry type criteria is simple. create or record an original magic effect, a trick, something that you do that you've made your own. Make sure it's no longer than 2.5 minutes in length. Upload it to the official DeVille Magic Facebook page and sit back and see if you win. It's as simple as that. So one more time, because that is the official thing, I'm going to run the introduction once again for the OMC, and that'll be the last time in this show. So here we go. Ooh, wow, there it is. So if you have just joined in, now you know what the OMC is all about. It's going to be cool. It's going to be spectacular. I'm so excited to see the entrants that are going to be the entries, to see what people are going to come up with. It's going to be cool. So, Jay, have you now, obviously, at the beginning of the show, we talked a little bit about the last week's release of Get Real, and the response has been amazing. I've got a little performance piece of Get Real that I'd like to play in case people haven't seen it yet. But anything you want to say about Get Real? Because the response has just been amazing.
Yeah, 40 years in development. This goes back. I talked about this yesterday on Illusioneering too, and so we've been talking about where all this has come from. And just like we were saying before, I've taken some of the classic concepts, reworked them. My thinking is always to keep the strengths, minimize the weaknesses, and innovate. And that was what with this. It was some of the concepts developed over many years, and some of them just hit like a spark. I realized that, hold on, we can, as we say, eliminate a move that was all of a sudden, it makes everything so much cleaner. So yeah, it was definitely a massive effort, but to get it, it's a great start. To me,
the work on it is just gorgeous. I mean, as we all know, using reels in magic is certainly not a new thing. However, you have just raised the bar. You've to a certain degree, using the term Get Reels, the project Get Real has made real magic cool again. You know, it really
Exactly.
has.
Well,
It really, really
it was
has.
this, right. It had been sort of relegated. And I often look at that too when if everyone's doing one thing, it's silly, let them
Yeah,
do it. There's some great
yeah,
creators, there's some great sort of in the mainstream. And I'm often looking, going, hold on, there's this whole area over here that needs exploring, that needs
yeah.
development, that needs advancement, innovation. And that, to me, this was the perfect example. And
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. I mean,
I
the
mean,
problem is we
here's
live.
my
Oh,
favorite
you've got
thing.
something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I've got something, dude.
Hey,
Now, on
did you?
the circularity, the routine that is on the DVD, or the download. We keep saying it because that's hard. We keep saying, on the download. There was actually a lot of stuff that didn't make it, and it wasn't because the quality. It's just that you've got to drop a line somewhere and say, all right, I thought it was going to be 50 minutes, then an hour, then 70. But this is one of my
Absolutely.
absolute
Okay.
favorites.
Oh, before you start,
Yeah,
sorry, before you start, do you need like you gave backing music to me? Do you need me to give some backing song for you?
sing. I'm just going to do a quickie. This is a quickie.
Okay, here we go. Okay, right,
Here
and
we go.
5, 6. I want you to be eaten by the boa constrictor. You to be eaten by the boa constrictor. That's not going to work with. Wow! Holy moly! Sorry. Okay. Stop the presses, dudes. Stop the presses. Okay, fishing rod. Okay, no
How
singing
crazy
this time.
is that?
Do it again. Do it again.
The laws
I
of
won't
physics.
be singing. I was singing about a snake. Can you do it again?
Well,
Please.
suppose.
I want to see it. I didn't see it last time.
I love this. It's as clean as can be. Right. One, ready. 1, 2, and 3.
No, look at that. And you know what's even more crazy? This is why at 55 years old, I still get that tingle from magic that I did as a child when I first started studying it. Because even though I know exactly how that's done, it still looks like real magic and it still completely blows my wig off.
But that's it. I mean, to me, that's this edge of, even if as you say, you know how it's done, you might know the method, but your eyes are still saying NFW. Your brain goes, wow, NFW. No, it does not compute. So that's one of the bonus. That's a bit of the bonus material that I'm teaching. I taught that yesterday on the illusioneering. We'll sort of keep revealing it to the magicians, but there's a lot of extra material that we'll be dropping as just extras and bonuses for the regular customers. So yeah,
that is
crazy,
just absolutely amazing.
That alone would be worth the price of the download. If I had been able to learn that 30, 40 years ago, oh my gosh.
My goodness.
And I just created that like last week. I mean, that was that was just this final as I was going through. I went, wait a minute.
What I really love about these techniques, like especially that one there. Okay, so you took a ring and you put it round your head. Some of us have got too big a heads to put rings round, unless my linking rims now the size of bicycle rims. But there you go. But you can take the same technique and the same method and apply it to so much extra, so much difference. And I mean, it's just wow, it's awesome. Now, what I'm going to do is jump in that. Have we got any shout outs on from there bit to say before I run the next video?
They're getting some good, yeah. Daryl's jumping in. Daryl, of course. John Johnson, our man John. Now he's the one who won the free download. Yes. Did we get him sorted?
Just before the show, I set it all up while I was waiting for backstage.
Fantastic. Daryl Sprout says, no effing way. Realization. All these great puns going through. We're having to say, because we're on the muggle friendly, so we're sort of drawing this line to be real like,
oh yeah.
Good on you, everyone. Way to go, genomaniacs.
That's cool. Right. So if you haven't seen it yet, or even if you have seen it before, you deserve to see it again. We're going to run one clip now from one of the performance pieces of Get Real. So, you genomaniacs, I like that word. It's a little stroke to my ego. You guys are real lucky. Real lucky. Wow. Awesome. Oh, I have to say, the Silk Through mic stand is obviously an absolute classic favorite. It is so popular with things like MCs. I mean, we've all at some point during our career done it during MC hosting. But I have to say, the techniques and the way that you're doing in this new way would actually be really bad for an MC because it's so strong. The act that you're introducing couldn't follow it.
Yeah, go back to those old ways that aren't as yeah, sure.
The MC stuff's supposed to be middle grade, you know, you're supposed to warm up for an act. You know, nobody wants to follow the headliner. Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Well,
so John saying yes, he got it. Awesome. John Johnson. So we're all set. Yeah, that again, yeah, without going too much into detail, but that's 1 minute of magic, and that shows the power of really a good introduction to the power of this entire download. And it's only four of the moves out of 30. So
absolutely. Well, over at DeVilleMagic.net, we have our official reviewer, the beard of magic himself, Chris Edwards. Well, he is actually about to drop the review of Get Real. So that's going to be sort of like posted all over the place. Now, I've seen an advanced copy of it, and I didn't hesitate to even wonder what it was going to be like, because I know how good the project is. But of course, the one thing with Chris, the one thing that we've asked him to do is not hold back on biased, unbiasedness in any way. We want total, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Hold back on biased and unbiased. We want him to be totally unbiased, even when he is reviewing our own projects, products. We don't want him to fluff it over just because we happen to be the one that's selling it. That goes against the core philosophy of everything from DeVille Magic to myself, Gino DeVille, to J. Scott Berry. We want something that's right. You know, there is an awful lot of ugh in the magic world, so we don't want to be part of that. You know, we want to sit over there in the corner. We want to be the cool kids over in the corner drinking the cool cocktail umbrellas with the little cocktails, and let everybody else do the fighting over on the dance floor.
The cool cocktails.
Lovely.
I want the little umbrellas in mine.
Yeah. I like the seahorses.
Tequila añejo, I like with an umbrella.
The umbrellas, and I like the stir a seahorse thing, you know, because it sort of flops across the glass. I like it a lot. So anyway, I've got
okay. So James says he grabbed seems like he got a copy. James Jones just got it. Hey, we feel like we're telethon going here. Hey, all right.
Indeed.
Awesome. Now you get some stories for us before we finish up. Gino, you got
yes, I think we're going to do one more story.
I'm jonesing for the stories from the road, man. I missed that. Come on.
Right. Well, I'm gonna move to the reading room. So I shall So if we can come back to the main screen, I'll run the B-roll and then.
Gino is moving himself across to the reading room.
Well, I would do, but I'm not on. You're on.
Oh, I thought, well, oh, there you are. Well, I was just giving you a chance to move.
No, I've got the introduction video. It's all professional here, you know.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
excuse me.
I'm gonna go to the room now. Hello, dear viewers. Welcome to the reading room. I'm Gino DeVille, and today I'd like to tell you a story. The year was 1992. I was there, young street performer, still banging things out at London's Covent Garden. And August came along. Now, if you're familiar with the United Kingdom, every year in August, we have the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. It's one of the biggest festivals there is for street performers. It's a huge money pit. It is just a great place because there are millions of tourists, and it used to be a free-for-all. It's all very changed now. But this year, we decided to go up a slightly different way. Normally, you would catch the train or the coach or go. Well, myself and a very dear friend of mine, a legend in street magic by the name of Nick Nicholas, we decided to leave Covent Garden early and hitchhike. Well, of course, we're going from London to Scotland, so it's kind of a long way, not by mileage, because obviously England's a very small country, but by travelling distance in the UK, we decided to take a week over it. We packed our tent, we packed our backpacks, so we've got backpacks with tent and clothes and our prop boxes, and off we trundled out. We went. The thumb came out there. We realized two guys on their own, you know, two young guys, aren't the greatest ways to get picked up by people. So we had to use some talents. So I stood there while Nick Nicholas stood on my shoulders, juggling clubs. And I put my thumb out. And a few times Nick fell off as I put my thumb out until we got it right, but that's okay. It helped an awful lot. So we stopped in certain towns along the way and we banged out street shows, and it was absolutely fabulous. Then we arrived one night, we got out of a car on the side of the highway, or if you're tuning in from England, of course, the motorway, up by an area called York. Now, York is a very famous old town, but it was very late at night when we got out this ride and we started walking in. It must have been around 9 o'clock. When we came off the motorway, it was pitch black. It's literally countryside coming off the motorway. We had no idea where we were going. So we were just trundling down this road. We saw a pub, a kind of a typical English country pub. And we thought, okay, got to get a drink and get something to eat if we can. It was getting later, as I say. By this time, it was about 10 o'clock. So it's getting near closing time back in those days. We went in, but wow, young people everywhere. There's a big party going on. It turned out that it was a local, typical farmer's daughter's birthday party. So there we were. And of course, within 10 minutes, out came the balloon models and the cards and a few other things. And we were the absolute hits of the party. Well, drinks were bought. Everything was lovely. We left at closing time and we are now back on the road, pitch black in the middle of the night. Where are we going? We're just trundling, walking down this. We thought it was a country road, but there was no streetlights. We couldn't see anything. We were literally walking pitch black until we found what we thought was a field. And we thought, okay, we can't see where we're going. Let's set up the tent on this field. And, we're in the middle of the country. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We get trampled by a couple of cows or something? No. So we set up the tent, we went to sleep. What seemed only like a few hours later, literally not long later, wow, the sun was coming up and we heard these sounds. It was loud. It was really, really disconcerting. We were in this tent. You can see the nylon, the sun coming through the nylon as the sun was coming up. But all we could hear was this beep, 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 wah, 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 beep, beep, wah, wah, wah. These sounds, which we then realized was cars. And we thought, what on earth is this? So both of us looked at each other in our tent. We sat up in our sleeping bags, we crawled out, and at the same time, we unzipped our tent, and both of us pulled our heads out of the tent, only to find in front of our eyes were piles and piles of cars and trucks. The field that we had thought we were pitching our tent in actually turned out to be a roundabout, the main roundabout off the highway going into the city, and it was now rush hour traffic, and the people that were beeping and stuff were all beeping at us because right in the middle of this small roundabout circle was our tent. It was absolutely surreal, and that is only one part of a very interesting tip and a trip, I should say. So we're going to do some more on that a little bit later, but I'm going to race quickly back to the main studio. So there it is. Imagine, if you will, waking up in the morning in a tent on a roundabout in rush hour traffic.
Only Gino would do that. Hey, that was cool. Woohoo!
Yay. So yeah, a little funny anecdote, actually speaking. It was really surreal, man. It really was very, very strange. But so anyway, that's pretty much all I've got tied up for today. Once again, thank you so much for continued support over at DeVille Magic. Grab yourself a copy of Get Real. They are flying off the shelves. Not like they're going to be out of stock, but they are flying off the shelves. The OMC is now officially launched. It's going to be great. So we're going to be posting lots more about that over the next few days or so. Jay, any closing words?
Look, I just think it's all good. I love the idea of the contest. I love the momentum. The energy is great. Please, to everyone watching, just please spread the word. It's all word of mouth at this point. There is no massive advertising budget. We're trying to start something, real strong and very valid within the field of magic. So, keep the dream alive.
Indeed. And there's loads and loads and loads of cool stuff on the burners. But we'll be dropping those.
Well, that's part of it. Is there's so many things we've got down the line, and it's we've got to get the momentum up now. We're going to have lots of cool things happening leading up to Christmas, lots of surprise packages, lots of just sort of, let people know about the Academy of Illusions page, please. If you're a magician and you're not a member of the Art of Wonder, please jump over there. I'll get you in. That's our private Magi only group. But share the word. Again, if you know magicians who are interested in this, so much free information, that we're just trying to disseminate out to, we recognize that your time is valuable. So let's do our best to fill it with something that's inspirational.
And, I'll drop one more little hint now. Yeah, as Jay said, coming up to Christmas, we're going to be running some deals and some other little mini competitions and stuff. One of them, I'll just, do some reading on JSB. Yeah, do some reading on his history. It become invaluable.
You got something in your eye there, Gino?
Pirate eye. I don't know what it was. Boa constrictor in my eye.
That's it. I don't like it very much. Oh no, he swallowed my toe.
Well, so
that goes out to our Sprout, General Sprout, our serpentine sorcerer.
Yeah, hello everybody. So that pretty much wraps things up from me. So once again, magically yours. Love you all. Thanks for continued support, and see you next time. I'm out of here to get some lunch.
You are awesome. Thank you, Gino. Cheers, mate. And boy, that just takes us right up to the finish line here. I'm jumping straight from here over to write the e-zine, the Magic e-zine article. And boy, we've got all the things we've talked about. Obviously, there's lots of news, but final shout out to Rod Chow, who won the PCAM Gold Cup. I mean, top prize all around, and in many ways, another proof of concept of this whole thing is that he didn't come in as a beginner. He came in as a seasoned performer, and he wanted to have me help him go from good to excellent. And we spent 3 months every week burning and fine tuning his act and taking it up that 5 degrees, 3, 4, 5 degrees, which makes the champion. It takes just that level and it was his commitment to excellence. I really impressed. So congratulations to him. I'll do a bit of an article on that. Thank you all for supporting this project, the Academy of Illusions. Best wishes. We got lots of things, so just keep, stay tuned, as it were. And, we're keeping the magic alive. Have a good one. Cheers, everyone. And we're outro. Oh, yeah.